this out here. All right, so I'm going live today. I didn't really advertise this, but I'm just doing some drawing today, working on some art. And if anybody wants to join in, you're more than welcome to. All right, I got AEW on in the background, so that should be fun. Do enjoy me some pro wrestling. All right, I'm gonna do kind of like a Dead Ted, but kind of like based on the zombie Doctor Strange from Multiverse of Madness a little bit. My big thing with these is to try to give them a little life. I don't like when these sketches look a little dead, you know. Here we go. The Young Bucks. I'm not a big fan of the Young Bucks personally. All right, that looks good. There's a bit of life there. Still got the chubby cheeks even though it's a skeleton. I'm gonna be a kind of a crazy hero scenario here, but we'll see. Again, that's why I don't like the Young Bucks. Let's see, and we'll do that worm coming out from under his cheek. Oh, somebody's watching. Hey, how's it going? There is a chat function if you guys want to say something. I will reply aloud. Aloud. However, it is allowed for me to reply as I draw. So, flying the hair back a little bit. Did some Halloween hunting earlier. Came very close to getting the Cracker Barrel ghost. If I do, I will probably have him at my booth at Terror Trader. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. This should be fun. Throw the hair back here like he's flying because we're totally going to do the Doctor Strange flying zombie scenario. That looks good. There, that's looking pretty cool. I like that. A little bit of fleshiness there. Yeah, I finished a commission yesterday. Big comic commission. And I'm doing this one for a show in Mexico City. Alright. And then let's do some messed up fingers here. Alright, that's a crazy hand. I like how Aleister Black is just basically Raven. Or 90s version of Raven. So now I'm doing structure here. It's, you know, like structures just like sticks and drags to kind of get a cool effect here. Or doodles. So I know we're gonna have some crazy wings here. He's gonna be kind of like a zombie, or he's put together from parts of different Garbage Pail Kids, is what he's gonna be. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? All right. There we go. All right, so thoughts here are maybe this hand is too big, so I'll shrink it down a little bit. Ugh, yeah, don't even get me started on this inflation. It's bullshit. You have to, especially when you're making your living doing art, it's like you got to raise your prices up across the board. Ugh, goddamn. Watching wrestling and it's like stressful. Slamming a hand in a car door is terrible. All right. No, I smashed my hand in a car door a few times. Although I've been getting a lot of like stupid injuries lately. Like I got my toe caught like on a floor fan and ripped my toe open the other week. I got bit by a dog a few days ago. Just dumb shit. But yeah, today's pretty much a private stream. I didn't really promote it at all. But, the goal is to try to get back into doing these on a regular basis. I just haven't figured that out yet. So I'm just trying to get on when I can. I'm going to be doing a horror convention this weekend. So I'm going to be drawing a few cards of the guests. So I'll have like a Jason card and a few of those. And we get those signed by the people at the show. So I'll have those to sell. Oh, I know what I should do here. Because I want him to be a mashup of a bunch of Garbage Pail Kids. There we go. I'll do like some smoke coming out of there. There we go. That'll be better. Yeah, I'm pretty much just interested of late in drawing my own ideas, like inspired by Garbage Pail Kids versus actual Garbage Pail Kids, or like my own, my own takes on things. Yeah, they're gonna be like kind of like messed up wings. So yeah, this one's gonna be atom bomb, atom bomb. I'll do something with these hands so they look a little bit more like other characters. All right, there's that. Let's do like. All right, there we go. Sold one of my VHS lamps. Thankfully, I don't know if you get, well, if you know, but I make these LED VHS lamps. They've been doing good. I just have to drop off more of late. But thankfully, I've made like a ton. All right. I just have to put some together tonight with, since I picked up like 15 cases or VHS cases. Yeah, we're doing convention this weekend, and we've made at least 12, maybe 16 or something. There's a bunch at our store, and one of the ones at our store location just sold, so I'll have to drop another one off tomorrow. No, we actually do free shipping on our Etsy store. It only costs like, I try to build the price of the shipping into the thing. All right, that looks pretty cool. Like atom bomb skeleton. Use pirate ship. Yeah. Actually, I do this built-in shipping through PayPal, but we always ship first class priority, so it doesn't matter because USPS is just easier. I wouldn't do USPS. It's always too expensive. Pirate ship is kind of like honey. It tries to find the cheapest way to ship something, but I was just, for me, it's like always the easiest way is USPS first class. All right, that looks pretty cool. Seems like there's a few people hanging out in here now. But yeah, that's looking good. Yeah, I think zombie atom bomb's the way to go here for this piece. Like I said, I'm gonna ink this guy and color him, and I'm gonna use him in a print I'm doing for a an art show in Mexico. Hey, Victor's jumping in to say hello. See you Friday at Mad Monster. Have a good one, bud. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm just working on right now. I'm working on this piece for an art show I'm doing in an art show. My art's going to be at in Mexico City, based on '80s art. So, doing a kind of a zombie garbage pail kid for that. But yeah, Mad Monsters should be fun. I'm hoping we do good at that show. I think we should. We have a lot of cool stuff for it. For it. Hope you do good too, man. All right. So yeah, this piece is not for Mad Monster. But I might have it at Garbage Pail Kid Con in November, or a version of it. Garbage Pail Kid Con is gonna be in Vegas, Unicon. I haven't got my table yet, but I'll probably do that like in the next week or two. There we go. Bum ba dum bum. Yeah, it's looking good. Oh, this is a non-drawing related thing I want to show off though. This is a Batman Who Laughs custom figure I made. I did the painting on the machete blades. It was basically made out of three figures, like two different Batman Who Laughs and a NECA Jason. I'm like very into custom figures and stuff lately because basically all action figures are overpriced now and underpainted, so I have to like basically work on all of them. I just made like a creep show booth for a creep show figure I bought the other day. All right, there we go. There we go. That's looking good. All right, that looks cool. Zombies. I do enjoy drawing a good zombie though, so who am I joking? Kidding? Who am I kidding? Any info on my cards, Tops has them. I mean, 100%, guys. If I don't know what Fanatics is doing right now. I know Vacation is coming out like next week because of some deal they had with Walmart. And then I'm guessing that or Bookworms is coming out like next week or in 2 weeks, and I think Vacation is probably gonna come out in the fall. If I had known this was gonna happen, I probably wouldn't have pre-sold. Commissions, and it's kind of soured me on doing commissions, honestly. Like, I have all my bookworms cards for commissions, and I did not offer them for commissions. I'm probably just gonna draw whatever I want on them and put them on eBay eventually. Um, because it isn't worth all the hassle I've got in terms of messages and people being, some people, most people are understanding. Like, this is completely out of my hand. But like, I had some guy message me trying to buy all my bookworms returns the other week, and I was like, no, you know what? No, I'm not selling them right now. Or maybe when the set comes out, I'm not doing deal or no deals on those. I'm just, because I do really nice card commissions. It's kind of a bummer that it's kind of like, soured it on for me a little bit. The people who did get good commissions from me for vacation are going to get awesome ones, like awesome returns, because they're really cool. I just don't actually have the cards on me, and that's tops being tops, and, ever since then, I haven't sent my cards back when they ask. Like, the last set, like, oh, send back the cards. I'm like, nope. It's like, yes, you can hold on to them for like a whole year. And then there's people who like sent the cards back to the customers already who like didn't send them back. And then like, oh, so and so like sent me their cards already. I'm like, yeah, and what if one of those people needs money and puts them on, eBay, then I lose any chance to do cards ever again. It's a catch 22. It sucks, dude. This is kind of why I'm very like on tops at the minute. Like I turned down a couple of sets of wacky packages because I'm like, why bother? And if it turns out that I can't do them again, at least I can use the invites I got this year to re up my professional status for SDCC for another 3 years, and then, we'll see then. Well, and here's the thing: a lot of artists who actually work for Tops doing base cards and stuff have been showing off their cards. Like, oh, here's a base card because I'm bored, so I'm showing it off. It's like, oh, so you're doing the thing that we're not allowed to do, but you're not going to get in trouble for it. That's awesome. I love the catch 22. Like, we're not even supposed to actually show off what the card backs look like. And if you go on Deal or No Deal right now, there's people who are just, here's my bookworms cards, here's this, and it's like, I worked on a bunch of sets for cards during the lockdown, and I wasn't even allowed to tell people it existed, like Valentine or disgusting dating and stuff like that. It's sucky, and I'm like, whatever. I still have returns from disgusting dating, you know. Um, what's going on with the Kickstarter? You know, I think you guys all remember I was like super sick, and that's kind of like what put the damper on a lot of this stuff. So basically, some of that stuff is just on pause while I like kind of get the love for it back again. Whatever card sets I do, like Kickstarter or anything, I'll probably announce at either by Son of Monster Palooza or Garbage Pail Kid Con. So I'll probably have some sets there for sale, even though I'm not a guest for that show, which also kind of pisses me off, but whatever. Because I'm these streams were awesome during the lockdown, and I think kept a lot of people in the hobby, and it kind of sucks that that's not recognized. And I get it. The last two GPK cons, I got really sick during both of them, and maybe that's part of it. Like, I had a kidney stone during the last one, and the one before that one, I had like a bad reaction to some illicit substances. It kind of hid under my table for a while. Yeah, and I'm doing a lot of these. like screen prints now. So and those are fun because I'm probably gonna do like a cool Garbage Pail Kid inspired screen print when I do eventually do the Kickstarter because I want to do that. I also had an idea for doing a Garbage Pail Kid the movie kind of film event that might have some exclusive stuff going on with it. That might happen at some point this year. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, if you guys haven't been paying attention or didn't know, I've been doing screen prints, like at least one a month for movies I've been doing. But yeah, if I did a Garbage Pail Kid the movie thing, I would do a screen print, and it would probably be like comic book, more like the card style versus the movie style GPK, because I haven't seen something like that before. All right. All right. So that's kind of what we're doing there. That looks pretty cool. So yeah, this piece is gonna be for a GPK art show I'm doing, or my art's gonna be at in Mexico. So I'll ink him up, and then I'll do a digital background. There we go. That's cool. Kind of a cool horror kid there. Like I said, we'll ink him up. Maybe not right now, but later tonight. We'll see. But he's pretty big. And this was a commission I finished up last night. This was a Fight Club one. If you've seen the movie, this makes sense, actually. The TV show, yeah, I finished Stranger Things. I mean, it's cool. I'm like not a super fan of that show, but I thought it was all right. Yeah. Ugh. Um, I thought it should have actually ended with something. It's. I think the thing that irked me. You guys know I'm not like 12 or 20. I'm like that show ripped off so many 80s movies by and like the ending was straight out of like Nightmare on Elm Street 3 where they had to like destroy his actual body and beat him in the dream realm, and then it was like Hellraiser, like just very derivative of so many other movies. I don't mind, when you take inspiration. No, I know, but it's like it was like exactly like like when Max died, it was just like when Pinhead shows up at the end of Hellraiser. I'm trying to, I'm like I'm doing tonight, and then like I'm gonna try to do one, maybe tomorrow, but I can't promise it. More likely next week because I'm doing a comic or a horror convention this weekend, so I gotta set up tomorrow. and then it's from Friday to Sunday. Yeah, I don't have a problem with the show itself. I liked Umbrella Academy more, but I think it's just because I'm old. I'm like, yeah, I know what that's referencing. I know what that's referencing. I think part of it is just like I didn't really like the design of the main dude, Vecna. He just kind of like looked kind of like Freddy Krueger meets Frieza from Dragon Ball Z, you know? And then we were joking that he might as well have been called Freddy Wise or Penny Krueger. But it's cool. I mean, I have no problem. It's going to get more people into horror movies, and then they'll watch like a Nightmare on Elm Street 3 or Nightmare on Elm Street or It, and then be like, oh, this is what like they were riffing on. Oh, I thought it was funny that like the demo dogs were like the big villain of last season. The demo Gorgon was like the main villain of the first season, and here they were like not. They were like totally weak. Yeah, I could see Swamp Thing too, but seriously, look at a picture of Frieza from Dragon Ball Z, and then imagine that mixed with Freddy, and then you're like, oh, totally. Especially with like the psychokinetic powers. That's fucking lame. Rush just beat Penta. Penta's gonna need to wear like two masks. They need to give La Facción Ingobernable their own theme song. That's funny. Yeah, people do like Dragon Ball. It's good stuff. I'm watching AEW while I draw, by the way. I just haven't felt like listening to music too much. Alright. I'm just like, should I ink this first? Maybe I should color this first, actually. You guys know me. I'm a big color person. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that looks good. I kind of wish I hadn't inked it that little bit, but it's fine. Because I can always touch this up when I scan it in. As you were so bummed we missed 420 sketch day. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to normal. It's just, all this stuff that's been connected with, me trying to get my business back running with, the lockdown and all this other stuff. Just kind of made it really hard to do a lot of the stuff I meant to do this year. Well, we'll do some more theme days. I mean, I missed it too. I thought it was a lot of fun when we did it last year. But we'll get back to starting to do more regular stuff. I kind of have to rebuild this. I'm gonna have to start promoting it on Facebook and stuff. A little more yellow. It'll all make sense. Yeah, sometimes when I color these, I don't really know where it's going, and I just figure it out as it goes. That looks good. Eugenics is bullshit. It doesn't do anything. All right. There we go. But yeah, and then there's other stuff like I'm trying to my movie events have been selling out really quick. And then I do a lot of art for those. That kind of eats up some time I had for this. So I just kind of have to get ahead of myself like a couple months. See any new horror movies that are worth watching? No, not really. Like I saw Thor, and that's not a horror movie, but that was good, I thought. I haven't really been watching a lot of horror movies. I've been kind of like played out on that for a little bit. Not that like, there's anything wrong with horror movies. It's just sometimes you feel like you need a break from them. And kind of like needing a break from horror movies. That looks cool. Because there haven't been a ton of great horror movies this year. I liked the Batman. That wasn't really a horror movie. I liked Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was good. I didn't watch the Elvis movie. I meant to. We were gonna go watch it, but stuff came up, and then we still just haven't gone around and watching it. It's just a big because it's long, so it's a big time commitment, and I just haven't been able to find like 3 hours to watch it, especially since I'm not like, yeah, I mean, I like Elvis, but I'm not like mega fan. Yeah, I really liked the Batman. All right. The Acclaimed. This band or this group sucks. Taking my mama to see Elvis. I mean, I've heard it's good. It's just long, is what I've heard. Like we were gonna see Marcel the Shell this weekend or today, but stuff came up, and we like then it was like, oh, you can go, but you can't bring a guest, and then I'm like, well, then why would I go? You know? All right, that's looking good. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't if when you're drawing these, it's always good to like, you know, play around with lighting. So from this, that means the lighting's coming kind of like from here. All right, that looks good. That looks good. Oh, that's cool. Could have partied with Elvis. That's that would have been a cool memory. Yeah, I haven't really read any reviews for Elvis. Do I collect what? GPK Victor. Yeah, I do. I haven't lately. Um, Do I have full sets? I like a full set of the. I had a full set of the Oh the Horrible and Revenge of, but I sold those like a couple months ago. Who are my favorite characters? Um, Dead Ted, Adam Bomb, Eerie Eric, Nasty Nick, Phantom Forge. I like TV Stevie, even though I'm not good at drawing him. I feel like it's not that I'm not good at drawing him. It's more that you can only draw him one way, so he's not fun to draw. I like drawing Dead Ted a lot because I feel like you can do a lot with him. Same thing with Beth Death. Adam Bomb is the same way. But like I feel like Nat Nerd also you can only kind of draw one way, so he's less fun to draw. So my interest in a character a lot of time revolves around how much fun they are to draw or not. I drew the Batman version of Nat Nerd a lot for Bookworm actually. There we go. Yeah, Bookworms was a weird set because that was the first set where they were like, you can't. A ton of Garbage Pail Kids were, for the lack of a better word, retired. Like basically any Asian Garbage Pail Kid is dead now. Any gross Garbage Pail Kid we're not allowed to draw. There we go. That looks cool. And also, this is the other thing I do like is, kind of playing with color. Look, Vacation's not going to be canceled. They've already spent too much money on it. It's kind of weird to me how many people in the group seem to think they would cancel a set that they basically sent to us to draw twice. It's gonna come out probably for Halloween or fall is what I think, because they're gonna need us to keep doing Garbage Pail Kid sets. I think the thing that irritated me the most about Bookworms was how unprepared they were for that set. Like, they knew when it was supposed to come out, and then they wanted us to do like hundreds of cards. What are some examples for the book card? Oh, I mean, I can tell you the way I did them was like, they were like this, I think it was something like this. So what I did is I had the characters' heads popping out of a book, and it was always like characters who were like, so I would have like the Batman GPK popping out, and then there would be like comic panels, and then there was like a Frankenstein one, so I did Frankenstein, then I did writing on the sides. That's how I did it. To me, that made the most sense. I think some people did it like a comic book or something where they try to do like a little comic strip. And I'm like, it just seems dumb. Just like kind of do something interesting. They're cool. I wouldn't shit on them. I think they were actually pretty clever. I think the one that'd be funny because I almost considered it was they asked us to mail back all the Pano cards, and for a minute I did consider keeping one because I'm sure some people probably did because those Pano cards are gonna be worth a ton of money since they were all recalled, but they actually exist. There's no Pano cards in bookworms. It's just trifolds and trying to remember. I think they're shaped cards. It was a little bit. It was a little while ago I drew them, but for sure there's no Panos. That's it. Loadeds. Yeah, that's what there aren't. I'm not gonna lie. No, there's no Pano cards or loadeds for bookworms. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. Yeah. Well, lots of these artists like do shit, and then Tops doesn't give a shit. But yeah, I like how this is coming out. Well, it's frustrating for me because it totally fucked me over in terms of commission money. Cause like that's like an extra 3 grand I would have made if they didn't fuck up the whole plan of doing this shit. That's the 3 grand I would have in my pocket from having sold my bookworms returns. Which I still have most of them. I haven't even offered them. A few people who are regulars asked me ahead of time, so I did sell a few. But for the most part, I'm like, I don't even really want to. Yeah, I just find myself frustrated with a lot of the GPK stuff right now, like like I would like the whole thing with the gross card con. I would have liked to have been a guest for that. But I guess I'm gonna have to buy a table. But watch, if I buy a table and I show up, they're still gonna ask me to do like the artist events for the guests, which I'm like, well, if I was a guest, then I would do them, but now I won't. What I might do is if I do gross card con is I might do my own events like in the hotel room, and like, hey, come hang out with me. We'll do a live, we'll smoke, we'll get some, we'll do an interactive 420 sketch or something, and I think that would be fun. And nobody else will be involved with that, you know. Maybe like I'll do a thing where like you leave a tip and you're invited. But yeah, otherwise, like if I'm not an actual guest, then then I don't feel the need to do things connected to the convention. I'm just there to pimp my art, you know? So that was kind of frustrating. Like I'll do this, but people will be there. We can pass around, you know, the douchey on the left hand side. This guy looks pretty fucking stoned out of his brain anyway. It's funny, dude. I feel it's weird because I tend to draw like GPKs different than most people. I think everybody else like inks theirs first, and I always do it last. And I'm almost like I almost can't understand how you could do that. You know, I'm like I need to do the colors first and then the blacks. You know, that's just not how my brain works. Oh, look, I'm gonna show you guys something though. Let me see, where is it? I haven't even opened this box. I haven't even opened this. So I'm opening a box right now. So I don't even know what's going on here. See, it's a box. Oh, there's even more shit in here. Holy fuck, okay. So, I'm gonna check, look what that is right there. Can you hear that? This is a piano. This is a trifold. This is a trifold. Single. Single. Shaped. Single. 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 None of these are bookworms. Another single. What these are, these are not bookworms. This is a guy who collects all my cards, who sent them back to me because he collected a ton of black and white cards I did. This is a guy who's been collecting these. Yeah. And he wants me to color all of them. Yep. So I'm going to be coloring all of those on the stream in the next couple weeks or weeks. So he's paying me to color every single one of these. Isn't that crazy? That mean crazy in a good way, because I forget what set this was. But I remember it was one of the sets that Topps only gave us 2 weeks for, and I was pissed that like I couldn't color them. So I'm just gonna go back and like try to like, you know, make these look like my cards now. Some of them I think will be better than others. Like that one will be cool, you know. So I'll show you what they are. There's this one. So some of these I got to remember who they even are. Yeah, this isn't a guy named Chuck. I don't know. I don't even know what the panos are. I'll probably just do those on their own stream. But a couple of those are trifolds. I know that. And there's that one. And this is from The Hills Have Eyes. So yeah, there's like, I think there's more than one Michael Myers in here. But that should be fun. Because it's funny, dude. They're even like heavy inked. Like when I had a heavier hand with inking. So some of these I'm gonna have to actually like paint a little bit. Yeah. Well, these are all my own. I wouldn't do other people's drawings. I've had other people ask me to like color old sketches, but the guy I'm doing them for, he's bought a ton of stuff for me in the past, and he like really likes my stuff, so I feel good about doing his. Like I know he's gonna keep them. So it should be fun to do those. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know who Justin Green is. But yeah, I mean that's a good chunk of change for all those cards this guy's paying to get done. It'll at least keep me busy in between waiting for sets. I don't know who Justin Green is. So all of these are cards I drew, and the guy just hit me up to color them. But it's crazy that he like was able to find so many of my black and white sketch cards and was like, "Can you just like make these better?" And I'm like, "Yep, I can do that." I can do like cooler backgrounds. The mummies are always fun because I can like layer the colors on those and shit. Because I always it's weird because, like, when you do these sets, what you guys might not know is it's like they give us a stack of cards. They're usually like this big or something. And more often, like, I never see them again after I send them. So it's kind of weird that, like, you know, I mean, we're not supposed to, me coloring these is basic to tops is basically the same thing as like, throwing them in the trash because once you like do anything to them, but I wouldn't need to resubmit them because they sold tops since I did this, so it doesn't matter. It's like if you quit your job and then like they send you like a check and the check is off, and then you're like, oh, should I send my money to this company that doesn't even exist anymore? You know what I'm saying? I think I have the most sketch cards from you and Bobby B. Only one official from you and zero from Bobby. Well, I'll probably do some. Like I said, I got like right now, I got a ton of official sketch cards. So at some point, I'll probably offer some here on the stream or on my channel or something. So, but yeah, we're gonna tie this up because actually we're literally at an hour right now. So, thanks you guys for tuning in, and I think we'll be back later next week, and I will talk to you all later, guys. Peace out.